Hello, class. My name is Benita Motley, and prior to taking this class on constitutional law, um, I really hadn't had any courses in years. Um, anyway, when I started this course, I understand law and I understand that it's needed. Um, but prior to taking this course, or during the process of taking this course, um, one of the questions was, what is the interpretation of the constitutional law? Um, and those who wrote it. And so I went back and looked at, during that era, who were the people. They were the founding fathers. They were lawyers and Christian men. But then I also looked at history during that time for African Americans. And it concerned me that if there were Christian men and lawyers, then why were people treated so harshly? Um, I had to realize and do a mind search for myself, to see that and to understand that all people are not the same. I understand that. Um, Everyone is different, and not all people, because then it would be a stereotype for me to say that all Caucasian people treated African Americans that way. These men, as stated in this book and in history, they were lawyers and devout Christian men. So their mindset was on divine law. Um, as I look at the hierarchy um, of the Constitution, uh, I understand that the base is divine law. Divine law does not change; is consistent. Um, is by God, from God, and as I said, it doesn't change. Um, the next phase in the hierarchy is uh, independence, the Declaration of Independence, which was written in 1776. And during that time, um, the colonies were trying to become states. I think this is correct. And so they needed to be organized. Um, there were three men, I want to say, uh, Alexander Hamilton, um, Madison, and James J., who wrote articles. They were essays um, that were added to the Constitution, constitutional law, later. Um, and these laws included the Bill of Rights, the preamble, um, and other amendments um, that came into effect. I believe it was 1788 when everything was ratified, when it was ratified. The next stage is uh, the constitutional law. And like I said, that's when it was written. Um, what I realized is because of the laws for everyone, for all people, um, it's in line with divine law, which is base and foundational. Um, as it is even in a family, there is a law or laws within a family or rules within a family. Um, you don't just have a family and not have any guidelines, and sometimes that's how the world is. And I think too also that that might have been the case even back then, um, when laws were written. Not everybody has a foundation. Not everybody has a Christian foundation. Everyone is different. And so when they don't have the Christian foundation, then negative things do occur. Um, but the United States was built on divine law. And as Ellis mentions in her book, there shouldn't be an argument over the interpretation of the Constitution. The argument should be whether or not the Constitution is in line with divine law, which is God's law. And if I could add anything, I would say um, it is in line with divine law. And I thought about a scripture which said, which is the new commandment in John, the book of John. Um, the new commandment that I give to you is that you love one another. And I might be paraphrasing, but that you love one another. And if you love one another, then the laws are followed, Constitution is followed. But because of the way the world started in Genesis, there is evil present. But it is up to us to advocate for justice and for right for all people. I thank you, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.